everybody, good morning. This is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I'm doing something a little bit different this morning. For you guys who want to see me quilt, I will one of these days. This is Truelove Does Everything Else But Quilt for You channel. I'm going to. I actually finished my other quilt when I was actually battling COVID. I had one or two afternoons of about 20 minutes a piece that I felt a bit human, and I came in and I finished my quilt. I will be showing you that. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I have just put up a few days ago the videos of me braving going to the quilt show by myself without my friend Jen. Update, Ben is doing better. Jen and the rest of her family are okay, and Ben is doing better. It seems like he hasn't, he hasn't got the worst of it. So, oh, bless him. Thank you so very much. Oh, all of the prayers and best wishes helped. So Ben is on the road to recovery, which is awesome news. I wanted to thank you all so very much for acknowledging my last couple videos and the filming that I had done. Now, somebody had said, oh, your your cinematography and your filming was so good. I'm very pleased with myself because I'm not perfecting, I'm learning. It's a learning curve the whole time. How to edit my videos. I have an edit, I do it myself. I do everything myself. I film, I edit, I upload. It was hard for me. I was panicking, and I think if I did have to do another editing software, I remember about 3 years ago I was in a real state, crying. If you remember way back in my original home, how the editing program that I was using, doing my amateur first videos, was going out of style. I don't know. I don't know. And there was something new and improved, and I had to learn it. And I'm not a videographer. I'm not an editor. I've never taken courses or classes. So it's really all trial by errors. But I am using a editing program called Filmora, and Filmora, I guess has do they have? Yes, they have their own music, and there are updates, and I'm very hesitant to do any updates on anything. I always think, I don't like new and improved. I like old and, steady. But I clicked, Maxwell came in, he said, oh no, Mom, do the updated version. And I'm like, oh, okay. It just seems everything changes, but in this respect, the new Filmora editing program, it added more music. That's all I'm saying. It's free copyright music. Some of you have asked, like, oh, that's pretty music. What is it? I don't know what it is. There's just a title. There's no name given to it. There's no artist attributed to it on this one. Now, I do know that YouTube library for YouTube creators has a free music library for creators to use, all copyright free. I mean, like sometimes you would want to use the, the Toy Story song or something, or maybe even like a Beethoven, or I don't know if any of the classics are copywritten, or like the Benny Hill movie, like that, like that type of thing, music. I mean, they're all copyright, so we can't use it without the original person taking money from us. And believe me, I don't make a tremendous amount of money doing my YouTube videos, only because I have a very niche market. I think I've told you before, my main analytics are women. 96% women over the age of 65 watch me. Now, I have 46,000 plus subscribers, but they don't always watch. And I think my average viewing time is only about 11 minutes now. And I make longer videos. So people are losing interest because they're not interested in my niche thing that I do, whatever it is. I was doing quilting videos, and the last while, that, I veered off of that. But I will be back into it when I feel better, blah, blah, blah. You know that. But this I thought was interesting because I thought so many of you have said, oh, that was really nice editing. And just as of this last week, I learned again, I'm a beginner of how to add things to my videos, and I thought I'm going to take you along and make a little tiny video of of images that I had years ago. In fact, what I did is I had a little SD card that I uploaded to my computer, some of the images of one of the last, or maybe 3 years ago, a quilt show that Jen and I went to. And I know that I had taken hundreds of pictures, but I didn't put them in that quilt show video that I had done years ago. I just found the SD card and just some silliness, and I thought I'm just going to do a little Cliff Notes version of how I make a video and what is entailed. I just thought it would be interesting. So come along over here to my computer and I'll show you how I make a little video. So this is my setup here. I have 2 monitors and on my keyboard's down here, and I have a wired mouse. What I'm going to do down here on the bottom is I'm going to open up the editing software. It's going to come over on this screen. This is an editing software called Filmora. And it comes up over here. There it is. And it will go to this screen here. And I want to do a new project. So I'm going to click on that. And this comes up. Now I want this screen over here, so I've learned to click on the top bar here and bring it over here and then make it bigger. So there's my editing program. Now what I want to do is very quick. I don't want to bore you guys. I need to get images off of my SD card, off of my computer, which are already there. So what I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to import the media, some media files. Okay, and this is some of my downloads. This is where some of my computer images are. I'm just going to click on. Now, I don't know if I can do this all at once. Probably I can if somebody's watching this. Can I just click them all? But what I do is I do it individually. I just go along and I do them individually. Takes me a little while. I keep track of what I'm doing. There's my Jen. You're going to see her. And I'll just go through this fairly quickly now. Now again, these are just some images that were at the last quilt show. So now I want to go, and I think I did a tiny little video of Jen and I think it's up here on desktop, is it? Yeah, this one. Is it this one? Yeah. So Windows can't, because there's no disc inserted. Oh, I have to insert the disc. I'll go get that. Hold on. Wait a second. No, I can't do that. No, see, I don't know how to do that. Anyway, there was a sweet little video of Jen and I. That's right. It's on a disc, and I'm not quite sure how to do that. So anyway, these are just still images here. Okay, this is just some still images I have. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my title. You know the title I always use, right? It's this one here. I'm going to put it to here. Now I'm going to make this smaller because this timeline here goes in seconds. I don't know if you can see that. So my timeline is just a few seconds long. So here. I'm going to, I've put this down on my timeline here, right here, and I'm going to click it, and that's going to open up what you see here. You always see this here. Just move this over. You guys always see this over here. Let me just see here. I'm sorry, there you go. My title and my text. So I'm going to click on that, and that's over here, and I'm going to do editing, oh no, I did it wrong. I'll fix that later, and then my title over here, go back, and it's Jean Truelove, and I always make that slightly larger. Anyway, this is boring, but I just want to show you how I do anyway, that's that. I'll fix that later. Now, what I need to do over here is I need to entitle this. So that's that one, and that comes up, right? And this is the project. Don't worry about that. I'm just going to call this the editing video. So this is the title. So I'm just going to type in, it's the editing video. and I'm going to save that. Oh, there you go. I'm going to save that. Just go. Okay. Now this is the interesting part. Now what happens here is in order to get my videos that or my still pictures, I go to this one up here, media. There's all my pictures, remember? So I'm going to just start pulling them down after this, right there, after that title page, okay? Now, this editing program only allows me to do about 4 seconds per video, per picture, right? So I don't think that's long, and I don't think that's enough. So what I do is I always make my pictures a bit bigger. Remember, I've always said that, just so you can stay on them a little bit longer. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring down all these pretty images of quilts from a quilt show, oh, I don't know how many years ago, years and years ago, just a dozen of them or so, just for demonstration's sake. I'm going to bring them all down onto my timeline here. I'm going to make the images a little bit bigger. So let me do that. Now the reason I did that one so big is because that was the best of show. But I'll show you how I highlight that image there. So I have this one, I have that one. Let me make this a little bit bigger, make this a bit bigger. So you can see with my editing, for what this video is worth, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Again, I'm not a expert at this. I know that probably somebody watching will go, you don't do it that way. But this is how I've learned to do it. But I just wanted to show you with the actual music how it comes about. And then that one, that was it. Okay, so I have this little video that I'm making here. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that there's a transition. Remember how I have what's called a transition? This is the thing, it's called I have all of these transitions. I use two. I use dissolve and the page curl. Now my page curl, see how it curls? I'm going to just bring that down. I'm clicking my mouse here. I'm clicking my mouse, my finger, and I'm just pulling it up to here. I'm putting my cursor there, and I'm dragging the dissolve, and it goes right into that, right there between the things. So instead of having sharp images, my pictures dissolve into one another. I think you can see that. So all I'm doing right now, oops, I had to pull that one over. All I'm doing now is dissolving my images one into the other. And the program actually sort of can show me where the images begin and end. So there. Then I just have two more. And there. Okay, I'm going to go back to the beginning. Now, I'm going to want to be putting in music. This is what was so interesting. Up here, hopefully you can see that, it says audio. All right, there's the audio. Up here, I'm going to click on audio, and this is what pops up. Now, there's here's free music, which I want. Now, you can get music that isn't free. This is like what's new, and all of those little red hearts there, that's not, I have to pay for that. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get free music, right? So this is music from actual artists, like Mark Tracy, Born Twice. This is all copyright free music, okay? Just keeps going. But then they've added some, which is just musical scores. So say, and I just sort of have to go by the actual name, and then I can listen to it. Now here's one, Chinese style, the old something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to bring that down to here. And it's loading. You see that? Now, I don't like the music so loud, so I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to click on that button and turn this down. And now I'm going to try to listen to what my video will look like. Okay, that's nice. But I don't love it. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to delete it. Now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to find something else. Game romantic melody. Now let's see what, that's too loud. And I'm going to click it. Right, just for quilters right now. It's so funny. So anyway, you have to sort of mess about. Blues Brothers Jazz. That's it. So this is what I do. I just experiment with this new music. Pull it down. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't done that one. So now what happens is what I'm going to do is I can either cut this music off, say back here. Let me move that page curl to Jen. So I can either cut that, I can click on my music bar, and I can cut it. And then this part that's highlighted, I can just push delete and get rid of it. And then what I can go back to my beginning. This is what I do. And on my music, it's very interesting right here. Hope you can see my cursor. I can sort of fade it in. There's a little dot there, and I can fade it out like that. Okay? Right? So it's faded out. Now, hopefully when I'm making this video, I'm going to be, you'll see me in the beginning, and then you'll see this at the end. But this is if I was making the video. So now I want to add, for my pictures here, I want to add another music, multi-cartoon sounds. Now this one hasn't been downloaded yet. Oh no, it has been downloaded. I didn't like that one. Fun Kids Upbeat. Let's see what this one is. And there's an image of Jen. I'll come over here. Oh, I've done this before. Yeah, sweet. So now, it'll just run. It'll run the images. Okay? That's awesome. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to here. You'll see the whole little movie. I'm going to make it, because this here is, I'm going to stop it right there, my music. I can fade it down. So when I get to here, this was the best of show that year. This was in Lancaster County. Jen and I went, and this quilt here was the best of show. Now I want to change the music for that, and I want to put in a title, okay? So I'm going to put, let me see, a title. Here's some music. Let's see what this is. Tropical Samba Dance. This has to download, and there you go. So now I'm going to change the music for my best of show. Yeah. No, I don't love that one. Don't love that one. Anyway, there's thousands of bits of music. Horror film, Night Drive. What's this one? Again, pull it down because I don't want it to be too loud. Well, actually, that's pretty cool to highlight the best of show, right? So now what I want to do is I want to show you people that was the best of show. So I have my cursor here thing. So I'm going to go up again to my titles. And all this comes up. I do two things. I do my opener and I do title 29. That's it. I don't know what the rest of these are. Actually, they're fabulous, but I do this one. And I click, I drag it down to this timeline here. Now, when you see, hi, this is Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. That's this purple block, and I'm going to click on it, and it comes up. Now there, it always comes up Lauren Ipsum. That's that's just the font name. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to type in best of show. And I'm going to bring that down, or I'll have it up here. And I want to make it a different color. And these are all of the colors that's a software. I always do bright yellow, don't I? But can you see that? That's what color is going to come up. But can you see that? Yeah, you can. Best of show. I like that. I can always make that bigger. I can make the font bigger. That's at 48. This is at 68. I quite like that. So that's how I do that. And then I do okay. But I don't want it to, guys, I don't want it to just pop up, right? I want it to fade in. So what do? I go back to transitions up here, and I go to dissolve. and I can bring the dissolve down to my words. Goes there, and then I want to dissolve out like that. So now hopefully my best of show will dissolve out. Let me just put the music to more of a fade. So I'm fading out of this lot, and I'm fading into that lot, and it tells you, there you go, best of show. And then I keep it on there for a while, as you can see, and then it goes to some other quilts. Anyway, and then at the very end, oh, this piece of music here, I want to bring my cursor over to there. I want to just cut the music off, and there highlights white, and I go to delete, and that's it. And that's when I would say, you know, I would bring down, I would go to my titles, and I'd bring down my title perhaps, and say, make that a bit bigger, go there, and say, thank you so much, folks. And then I realized, oh no, I wanted to include my music. So what you can do is I can click back on that music bar right there, and I can extend it again. I cut it off prematurely. I can extend that to the end right there. And then here, after I'm done my video, I go up to transitions. I can do my page curl and come back down and put my page curl between it. So when you're finished with that, there you go. So what do you think, folks? That is a very, 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 very short and brief way I edit my videos. There's so many. Look at this. Look at these transitions. Now again, here, effects. Loading effects. I've never done this. Look, there's thousands of them. There's thousands, dozens and dozens and dozens. All of these things here. Split screen. I don't know how to do that either. Yeah, split screen. I don't know. So again, what I do is I do my little media, I do my little audio, and I do my little titles, and I do my transitions. That's what I do. And then what I want to do is I want to save this project. I'm going to be making, I won't save it right now because I want to make my video, but I click that, and then it comes up, I label it, and then it goes into my computer. And then I go to my, I will minus this down, and then I go to my, my studio, my studio here, and then I would just upload over here my content, my upload videos, and this is select file. So I would go find that file. This is on my YouTube channel. I would go find that file, and then I do my uploading.